When's the last time you went to a picnic? I mean a proper picnic, not one where you cheat with a park table and bags of P-Terries. I'm talking about a picnic. A blanket sitting, basket swinging, ant fighting, eating off the ground picnic. There's something about it. There's something about the way we gather around a picnic blanket that makes a celebration out of nothing. You're outside, away from the familiarity of your dining table, munching on soggy sandwiches, and you're perfectly content. There are no walls at a picnic, no formalities. The eating, the playing, the storytelling creates a home out of that open space. Away from the busyness of everyday life, you play and you find rest with the people you love. This is what the Lord invites us into. His presence is our picnic space. It's where our joy, strength, and renewal comes from. It's where He makes our home for us in this world. It's where we truly get to know Him. It's where He does His work in us, multiplying our joy, strength, and faith. It's where we get to be completely with Him, finally free to dine and play and rest with our Father. When we were trapped in our sin and had no way of knowing Him, He came down to introduce Himself to us. At the cross, He paid the price for our admission into the Father's presence. He rose from the grave, inviting us to spend our lives with Him. Thanks to His perfect grace, there are no more walls between us. He created a meeting place, a specially prepared picnic so that we could be reunited with the Father. Now we are finally free to worship Him fully.
Your mercy rains from heaven like confetti at a wedding, and I am celebrating in the downpour. Your heart is wild with color like a never-ending summer. You burn away the winter of my cold and weary heart. My soul cries out, holy, holy. My heart is lost in your beauty. Oh, hope is found in your mercy. You paid the price. Now I am finally free.
He invites us out to the great unknown. The joy of the Lord comes from this intimate place. We draw our strength as we draw near to Him. Our willpower can only take us so far before we burn out and grow weary. We accept the invitation by deciding to praise Him through every situation. What's the church but a place of worship? Our job as a church community is to point each other to His presence. During hard times, it's so easy to isolate ourselves and to hide away in our houses. We forget that we were never meant to walk out alone. Carrying each other's burdens looks like this. When one person is weak and stuck at home, the other takes them by hand into the picnic. Together we build our home and share this space, a space of feasting and of fellowship. And no one needs to tell you to be happy at a picnic. Together in our celebration, we get a small taste of what heaven is like. He invites us as a church to co-create with Him, to join Him in creating hope, truth, and light in this world that so desperately needs Him. Just as we were reconciled to the Father, He calls us to bring others to be reconciled with Him. He prepared His picnic space for everyone, for all the weary, the lost, the weak, and the hungry. Our celebration is not exclusive to a holy huddle. His love and rest are meant to be shared. He calls us to invite others to get to know their Father on the picnic blanket. But before we do anything, we first have to accept the invitation for ourselves. We cannot do anything outside of His presence. We have to know Him, love Him, and hear His voice for ourselves. And He's the only one who multiplies the space to include everyone. We simply need to stay with Him, to abide in our picnic space. So let's step out of our homes and into the unknown. Let's put aside our selfish ways, join Him where we belong, and send out the invites to the celebration.